I'm Steph Garcia with D1 Ticker, and I'm so excited to be joined by Dr. Neal Schnoor, president at Northern State, to discuss the open athletic director role at Northern State. Thanks for joining me, Dr. Schnoor.
It's great to be with you today, Steph.
So let's talk big picture. You're pretty new to Northern State still. You just came from Long Beach State in July 2021. Tell me about the timeline for this athletic director hire.
So the search opened the first week of January. We are moving pretty quickly. We're going to start reviewing candidates late January, early February. Got a committee ready to do some work. We'll get some campus visits, and we hope to have this person on board by March 1 and in town by July at the latest.
Okay, we're going to hit the ground running. I love it. So, tell us a little bit about the leadership profile. What kind of leader are you looking for? Again, you're still pretty new to your role as president. What kind of traits and characteristics are most important to you?
There's kind of four areas that I'm really looking at, Steph. And the first one is that they bring a perspective. And that, first of all, for us is a commitment to D2 student athlete philosophy and community engagement. That's very important for our athletes and for our community. And then the second part of that is while you're respecting tradition, we're looking for someone that fully embraces the rapid changes that are occurring in higher education and in athletics. We're moving at a very quick speed. So combining those will be important for the perspective overall. I think the second area that I'm really interested in is character and integrity. And so that's a person that's committed to the professional success and personal well-being of staff and coaches, and also committed to student athlete wellness and their success in competition and in the classroom. Third area would be an effective and strategic leader. So I think an effective leader is one who clarifies expectations to staff and student athletes alike, then both empowers and supports them and holds them accountable. They will also be a valued member of my executive leadership team. So they have a broader perspective. It's not simply athletics here, but they will be a key player in how we address issues and opportunities and challenges for the entire university. They will also have the pleasure, I think, of working collaboratively with our outstanding foundation. Foundation raises over 3.5 million a year in scholarships and other support for athletics. And the last part of that is I really want a strategic thinker. I really want someone that's going to look down the road 5 to 10 years, develop a plan not only for facilities and programs, but to truly put us on a path. We've got a great tradition, and now we need someone that's going to really look at that, value the parts that are there, maintain a lot of great things that are happening, but it's a very competitive environment. So I need a forward thinking person. And then the last one, the candidate who accepts the position will find that we have an incredibly supportive community and a passionate base of fans and alumni. So we're seeking that person that truly loves to engage with passionate fans and community members who just love the university and our athletics programs.
So, from what you're saying, are you looking for more of a builder, someone who is going to come in, maybe make some great progress over 4 to 5 years? Or are you looking for a sustainer, someone who's going to be here up to even 10 years? I know the last athletic director, Josh Moon, was with Northern State for 9 years. What are you looking for?
Yes. So, I mean, in terms of some of the things that we think are great here, I, it's hard for me to classify one or the other because I think you're both all of the time. There is some aspect of a program that you're building, and there's some aspect that you're sustaining. But it does lead me into, in terms of our campus, our donors have funded tremendous things across campus, new apartment style, suite style residence halls. We've renovated our fine arts. We've built a brand new regional science center that is phenomenal. But specific to athletics, private donors. So we owe no debt on a lot of facilities, including a $40 million regional sports complex. We just opened last fall a new stadium. We'll open this spring the Keeler Hall of Fame softball complex. There's a Champions Club where we can hold events that overlooks the field at the stadium. We also have invested $6 million in soccer fields, recreational fields, $3.5 million in the strength center, new women's and men's basketball locker rooms, a $2 million upgrade. It is just a really, really wonderful situation. And I would add that we're nearly at full scholarship support for women's volleyball, softball, and basketball, as well as men's football and basketball. So those parts, I guess you're a sustainer, but there are many aspects in athletics that you're constantly building as well.
So, in this modern era of athletics, revenue generation is a common path to the athletic director chair. Uh, what does Northern State need right now?
So we are very fortunate to have, again, I talk about our passionate fan base. Everyone talks about it, but it's really hard for someone to grasp until they get there. We opened the new football stadium. Two of the games were completely sold out, and we averaged nearly 5,000 in a D2 environment. We've also led the nation in attendance in men's and women's basketball, averaging approximately 4,500 or more in basketball, 3,500 for women. I'm sorry, I got to correct those. 3,500 for men, 2,500 for women. So we have some great revenue streams. I also talked about our foundation and their tremendous support. Our Wolves Athletic Club is very engaged. So I think those aspects are very good. When I talk about a 10-year plan, you've got to sustain those. You've got to plan for upgrading those facilities as it's needed. But then let's look at our other sports. We're constantly looking at how do we remain competitive across the board. So we have a lot of opportunities, and I'm sure in there some challenges, but we're really excited where we're positioned.
As far as a candidate profile goes, is there a certain geographical fit that you're looking for? Is it important that this perfect candidate has some familiarity or roots in the upper Midwest?
Yeah, I mean, I think that is a desire that they have an understanding. They don't have to hail from here, but there are lots of places like this around the country. And so, back to my have to understand the D2 philosophy, have to understand the nature of our town gown relationship. We have a beautiful community here that I'll tell you about more later, hopefully. And they are so deeply passionate and involved. Many of them work here, many alumni. So they have to understand that demographic and desire, not only desire, but really have a passion for engaging in the community. They will be well known in the community.
Well, as you mentioned, alignment between campus and the community, campus and athletics is so vital to a successful athletics program. What is the unique fabric at Northern State and how does athletics fit?
So, one of the key things I'd say there is that athletics is not just an important part of our university or community, it is a vital part of our academic mission to me. The NSU delivers quality, personalized education and student support. And I'm really pretty blown away being pretty new here. Uh, for the last 27 consecutive semesters, our cumulative team GPA for student athletes is above a 3.0. So, combined with that core to our academic mission, the fact that our students and alums have gone on to extremely successful careers, and many of them I've talked to come back and talk about how it wasn't just their athletic experience, but their academic, athletic, and community engagement experience that truly made the difference in their life.
Well, we've talked a few times about this commitment to Division II and that standard. In this era of realignment, how does Northern State fit into the current framework of Division II athletics? And is there any intention to look into a jump to Division I?
Northern State is very comfortable in Division II. We are in an excellent conference in the Northern Sun. very competitive programs. I graduated years and years ago from another school. I can't say that now that I'm the Northern State president, but the whole division since the turn of the new century is so much more competitive than when I graduated. Great leadership there, very stable leadership and financial situation. So we're very well positioned.
My last big question for you is, as you are new to Aberdeen, uh, tell us a little bit about what it's like to live there, what the community is like, and why a candidate would want to come and be part of that.
That's a great question, and thanks for that, Steph. And being new, I can speak, it's very current. It didn't happen 10 years ago. I've been here for 6 months, and the candidate will be amazed at the welcoming people and the community. There's a thriving business community here, great restaurants, great recreation, 3 golf courses. If you're into fishing and hunting, this is the place for you. We have outstanding healthcare in the city, and we're a regional focus for that. We have excellent public and private schools, and we work very closely with them and have great relationships. Matter of fact, many schools now are hoping to play their games at our new stadium. So it's just another outreach that we have across education, across business, the arts and sciences. It is really a thriving community. And if they think they're connected, if they're too far away, we have a short flight twice a day to Minneapolis to connect them to the world. So it's a great place to live and work.
Well, it sounds like a very exciting opportunity. We are eager to follow along with this search, and we thank you, Dr. Schnoor, for taking some time to share a little bit more about what you're looking for.
Thank you so much for visiting with me today.